Oh
We're
no!
calling the first
Why?
episode. We're calling the first episode the Biggy Party, but the actual name of the podcast is Virtual Voices. Which, hello everyone. How is everyone today?
I'm
You're all
tired,
pretty
but I'm
good.
here.
I got food.
Mm.
What type of food you got over there, Zeno?
What do you
pretty
got,
good.
Zeno?
Cause cheese and some rolls with some margarine on it. And some Kool-Aid
Oh.
inside.
Dog, you eat like a fucking 17th century peasant.
You got a problem with that?
Oh, I got my cheese curds and my bread and butter.
Actually, no problem. It's pretty good.
Mother said if I work the fields real good, I can have a piece of meat.
Oh jeez.
I had that earlier today, actually. So get pumped.
Okay.
What kind, though? Pork, beef, chicken, shrimp?
Beef with pork. Yeah, it was a meatloaf, but use sausage with some beef and just mix it together.
Ugh. I don't know, man. I've had... I don't know. Meatloaf is either... It's the best it's ever going to be, or it's the worst fucking thing you've ever eaten.
It kind of depends on what you put in the meatloaf too, because there'd be
That's-
some people who put like maybe like roasted red peppers, or maybe what's those, the sun-dried tomatoes or so, or some who put even like breadcrumbs inside of it. It just depends.
The question
like-
is, do you do the ketchup sauce on top?
I can make my own ketchup from scratch, but it just depends on what you put on it. It's like some people like to. It just varies on how you make your ketchup. Do you make it savory? Do you make it too sweet? Do you make it bitter? It depends on people's food taste or so. Or you just be lazy and just put regular ketchup.
I mean, yeah, that's how my mom did it growing up. I've learned to add like brown sugar and a little vinegar to the mix.
Yeah. I mean, it's still ketchup in a way, but then people will start questioning, are you trying to make a barbecue sauce now?
Nah, you can't go too overboard. You don't want to make it too sweet.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty. Is that
Big.
Yes. What's going on?
What games have you been playing, man?
Games, really? Well, I tried to start up, what was it called? American Truck Simulator, but it kept crashing, so I'm just gonna stick with my car mechanic simulator until I find a different game. Honestly, I want to go back on GTA since right now they're doing their Halloween event, but I don't want to get back on that game. That game could die.
You're not doing any like special games since it's the spooky month?
No, I wish I could. Nope. No. What about you?
I'm getting back into Lethal Company for Halloween, dude. I want to get like a big ass lobby of Lethal again going.
That'd be fun. Definitely could pick up.
Oh yeah, especially with the More Company mod, dude. Like fucking 10, 13, 14 people playing. It's fun.
That's a lot.
For the company.
For the company, dude. More scrap, more people, more bodies to sell. That's how I make my money.
And then there's bound to be that one person who's like, okay, I wonder if I could get everybody killed.
Oh yeah,
Just to
dude.
make everyone else, yeah.
When that one update rolled out where they added the mask, I'd beeline straight for a mask and put it on.
There
was nothing
like there's. What?
There was nothing funnier than that.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the one mod. It's like that revolutionized the whole game. Was pretty much like it takes voice lines from us talking, and then it just throws us off. I think it was
Yeah,
like
the
a
mimic
mod or something.
mods. Yeah. Yeah,
So
we
just
played with
makes
those.
it a lot worse.
Funny enough, the guy that I used to play with, he had Tourette's. And the monsters started mimicking his Tourette's tics. So super convincing that I thought it was him around the corner, because I was walking down a hallway and I started hearing him go like, And I was like, yo, Takashi. And I like turned the corner and one of those face huggers like dropped from the ceiling and fucking latched on and started doing the tick. Like while it was on me, I heard it going like,
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
It was the most convincing thing it could have copied because I was like, oh, he can't control that. What's up, Takashi? That game was a lot of fucking fun when it dropped.
I wish I could got into it when it first. I don't really get into the games as soon as they drop. I usually wait till they die off, and then or just watch videos of other fucking people playing.
Well,
it.
they added a lot to it now. I mean, it's never too late to get into it.
I could pick it up.
You got those little babies you got to worry about. The little fucking man-eaters or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they did add that recently. Someone got a baby
Yeah,
sitting like
shake
down.
the baby, dude. Shake the baby.
Just yeet the baby off the, into the water. See if he climb up or not.
Yeah,
think he's only
there's
in
a
the
few
cave
that I
once.
haven't. Well, yeah, he does primarily pop up in the caves. I think he can pop up elsewhere though. I'm not certain. I haven't played the new update. But they added some other monsters that I'm not too sure about. Like I've seen them, but I haven't played. Like when they added the butler and the barber.
Oh yeah.
I haven't really played enough to encounter them since they dropped those. I mean, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
You know, the butler kind of reminds me of you, Zeno. Just walks around
watched it.
watching people and, pulls out a knife when no one's looking. Fucking.
That would be Xeno.
That's if you deserve to be shanked, all right? I'm not gonna do it to willy-nilly nice people or friends.
Would you shank me?
Maybe with like a foam knife.
You took a while to think about that.
Well,
A phone
I'm
knife?
just remembering a foam knife. Yeah.
Or like those ones that retract.
Oh, are these?
Yeah, he's gonna hit me with the fucking Switch controller switchblade, dude.
No, I thought he said phone knife, like a phone knife. I'm like, we gonna call their ass? 911 was an emergency. Yeah, I just shanked somebody with my phone. So
Dude, I can
like
see
that.
Zeno pulling out a fake like iPhone 4S and a switchblade popping out of
Oh
it.
my
How
god.
dare you think I'm gonna use iPhone? Get that shit out of here. I would never touch one.
they're about to walk up to you and be like, this is we've been trying to reach you about your car in the warranty. You haven't been answering your phone.
Dude, another game I've been trying to get back into that was super fun on launch, Helldivers. I kind of quit playing it to play the campaign for Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
But god damn it, I need a little group to play Helldivers again because that shit was a blast.
I think we have one person that used to play it in the server. I think River did. I think you can ask them. I think
No,
we
he
can just make an
refunded it.
Did they? I thought that was Azrin who
Yeah,
refunded it.
Z played it. Maybe not. It was, I think River did because it couldn't work for him. Azrin, I don't think he's played it. Z plays it from what I heard, but yeah,
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
it does
I don't know.
look fun. It does look so fucking
Well,
fun. But
So like a lot of people quit. It was super fun at first. And then like obviously there were so many players that they had to like start nerfing a bunch of shit because the players were making too much progress on the maps. So they nerfed like a lot of the weapons and shit. And when the initial launch popularity died down and it went from like huge surging numbers of new players to like a steady player base now, they started buffing shit again. So like it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to get back into.
It also depends too because there's the new game that just came out, Warhammer 2, I believe.
Yeah, I just beat
Space
the campaign
Marines
on
too.
Warhammer.
Space Marines.
That one was really good. Helldivers was fun because you can draw a lot of similarities of Helldivers to the Warhammer universe. Especially the bugs. They're very reminiscent of Tyranids in space in the Warhammer series.
Hmm.
They both be fighting bugs. I know that's only one faction, but like even the automatons in Helldivers like are to me kind of reminiscent of like the Necrons in Warhammer.
Yeah.
They're like a mix between the Imperium and the Necrons with how the units look, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even
There's
know
just
any of
enough
this
to
shit.
draw similarities. You know, like I look at it and I'm like, it feels lightly inspired by the Warhammer franchise.
Some much more than others, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, the bugs, I can't remember what they're called in Helldivers. They're not Tyranids. But they do start with a T. I don't remember the exact name. But their names are so similar that I mix up the names often. But they both be fighting big swarms of bugs, you know?
Swarms.
Yeah, one day I'll do that. But don't know when that'll be.
What, you're gonna go out and fight bugs?
I mean, in
Don't you feel
game.
bug right now?
You're like the
Hmm.
only few person that I've met that actually calls xenomorph bugs. But yes, but I'm a cool.
I know
bug.
it's like these aliens. I mean, it's like the whole category because I mean you do lay eggs and such. I mean,
Exoskeleton.
but then again, yeah,
He's just one
they
big roach.
shed. Roach that just like just kill you, like just injected his tongue right into your head, just pierced right through it. My shit.
Mighty tasty that material is. I do say something myself.
That's how Xeno learns.
What? Me or like the xenomorphs
You.
in general?
No, just
What,
you.
fucking tongue punching people?
Yeah, you tongue punch people. You absorb
I learned that you
you
hate
absorb their basis. Well, I hated the way you phrased it last time.
What you mean
specifically.
last time.
I remember specifically you saying the phrase "tongue punch their fart box."
I still have that clip. I think I
Right,
have it on
and
my
that's like the
soundboard.
one time. That's like the one time the phrase "tongue punch" was like, I was like, don't say that.
What else would you do with the tongue, huh?
No, I mean it's descriptive enough. Like I get it, you know. I know what you're saying. However, it's a little too descriptive. Like I'm imagining the second tongue coming out of your model's mouth.
Hold up. Where is it? There. You happy now?
Well, I didn't see what you. I don't
Isn't
know,
it-
man.
Is it not out? Am I just dumb right now?
Do you have like performance anxiety
When
or
are you?
what?
I don't know. I think you're just fucking with me. At
There's
this
probably
point.
pills
He
up in the
says
counter
yes,
for
you're
you. I
saying
think they
no.
have, some type of
Oh
pills
no,
for that.
no. You said no. You say like if it's not working, I say yes. It's not working.
Yeah, we don't see it.
What the fuck?
Maybe consult a doctor. Maybe.
It's okay to have. Yeah, it's okay to have performance anxiety. You know, they have like a lot of subscriptions now where you can
Blue
have
Chew.
like virtual doctor appointments to like get medicine for that.
I'm
It
not
might work
taking
on-
medicine.
Right. But
Don't-
it might work on xenomorph tongues too. Like maybe it's the same thing. It's like
Don't worry, we
ED.
can fix you. We had the technology.
We have the technology.
We're gonna make a champion out of you.
Hmm. Yeah, no one's gonna see a throbbier secondary mouth, Xeno.
I don't need medicine. No one's robbed my second mouth.
This is the only time.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Well, should we move on
So,
to?
anyway.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zeno.
Yeah. Anyways, what did everyone did today? You know. Who would like to go first?
I guess let's start from you, Zeno, and then work this
Okay.
way.
Yeah, you go ahead and
you
start
know
it,
the
Zeno.
I didn't really do much, food, wash. But then I did get curious with my gas mask filter, and it has asbestos in it. So I decided to take it apart, make it clean as best I abilities as I can. I cannot weld it back together in such ways, but I then took a practice at sewing some cloth around it to make it quote unquote still looking functional in a weird scrapyard way. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I cut myself like 5 times, but it's all good.
How do
It
you
probably
cut
looks
yourself?
cooler scrapped together though.
Well, I was using an axe as a hammer and a screwdriver as to hit into said filter to break it open.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
There were sharp parts of it, and I just skid against it.
You sound like me when I'm working on my car. I've done this plenty of time with oil filters. Grab whatever looks like a hammer and a screwdriver and punch a hole through it, and then you can get it off.
Yeah, anything works, and that's
Dude.
anything else I do. Yeah, no.
So the
besides
asbestos,
sewing.
did you confirm that filter was asbestos based?
I watched a video about it. How this dude took it apart is the same exact thing that was inside, and
Mhm.
yeah. That it was
And he
garbage
and he
in a
mentioned that it was
sealed bag.
asbestos.
Yes. It
Trust
was
everything you
exactly-
see on the internet.
And
Trust everything you see on the internet.
and just to clarify, you said you've used said filter already before knowing that it was asbestos.
Yes, last year for Halloween when I dressed up. And by the end of it, hey, hold up.
Maybe that's
I
why
had
his
a black
second mouth isn't working.
Yeah, he had like yeah, it's the asbestos. He had like a balaclava on underneath.
Yes, and by the time I got home, took it off, it was still black. The next time that I went to wear it, it was white with small patches of black. And I cleaned it. Didn't wear the filter again till recently to see if it's still good when I got done modifying it. But yes, I have like asbestos in my lungs and whatnot, like good stuff.
Well, maybe that balaclava saved you.
maybe it did.
I mean, if the balaclava turned white, that means it captured something.
It was everywhere because I was also sweating. So it was
Yeah.
mixing.
Dude, I've done my fair share of work renovating the house that I own. I don't mean to skip over you. The topic of
No, you're
asbestos
good.
got me going. I've been remodeling a bathroom recently, and like for context, my house is 98 years old. It's been through a lot. It looks great, but it's been through the decades. I started tearing down the walls in the bathroom because I wanted to redo it completely. And underneath the walls, I started finding this weird tile. And I was like, okay, odd, but maybe there used to be something here. Whatever. I started chipping away at the tile, and I noticed how it started, like, puffing up into, like, clouds of dust coming out of the tile, and I was like, uh-oh, hold on. Looked into it, and, yeah, they're asbestos tiles, so I had to go get respirators to finish the demolition of that bathroom.
Oh,
The
damn.
walls were asbestos.
Ain't got
So
no
what did you
asbestos
end up doing?
stories. Nothing with asbestos though. But
Nothing with
most-
asbestos.
Nah. What I've been up to was I've mainly been helping out with. There was actually a recent VR chat wedding, so what was
Really?
that? I wanted doing the texture work for it. It was for Kitty Cat Safe Space. Kitty Lovely and Noble got married, like officially married, because there was actually an actual pastor. So they get in the paperwork, so it's actually legit wedding, not just like, oh no, it's a VR chat. No, like actual legit wedding.
Huh.
So
Like
I
you could do
did the
everything
texture work
virtually
for
here.
their. Yeah, pretty much. So it's like I did the texture work for the wedding, and a buddy of mine, Lance, he did Unity work, like body editing. So he's been up all night, so he's knocked out right now. But the wedding went well. It was a nice wedding.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of a virtual wedding being official.
It's like it's they getting the paper. The person who did the wedding, he's getting the paperwork and all that. I sorted it out, so
Right.
actually like official, but you know.
Right. I've never seen someone go through the effort of that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's been put into plan for like maybe a few months now, so
It's
It's
got to be a hell of a
interesting.
lot cheaper than a real wedding.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
An
Oh
outdoor
yeah. If
wedding.
that's possible. Pringles. Sorry, we're doing a virtual wedding.
I think you might have to call that one over with Pringles first. I don't think that's an executive decision to make, Big.
mm. Pringles, you still stinky.
Oh Lord. Well, I was at work all day today, so I guess I could talk about as much as I legally can and talk about what I do.
Got that NDA.
It's not an NDA. It's just frowned upon.
Just
and
like
I can
discussing
get
your pay with your coworkers.
Well, that is a legal right.
Yeah, that's a legal right. I constantly say to the
Yeah.
people at Little Caesars that they could talk about it.
No, what I do, I work in the pharmaceutical industry. Not as a pharmacist, but as like at a manufacturing plant that makes injectable medicine. I can't talk about everything I do because a lot of it's under DEA shit and, USG contracts and shit like that. I can't talk about any of that. But what I can talk about is the fun shit because I'm the engineer. Or I'm a engineer there. So every time I get called into something, something's royally fucked. So like today, I was busy as fuck today. We have these safety things, part of the safety circuit. They're called light curtains. They're designed so that when somebody puts their hands near the machine, they break a laser barrier. And that laser barrier trips the safety circuit and tells the machine to just stop. One of them went sparky. It wasn't reading. We removed it, and as soon as we removed it, it like arced to the body of the machine, and we're like, oh. And I was like, well, no big deal, right? Maybe I just touched the contact. I went to plug it back in. It arced through my glove because my hands were wet with isopropyl alcohol. It arced through my suit and like zapped me on my arm. It scared the shit out of me. It didn't hurt that bad. It scared the shit out of me because I wasn't ready for it. So that was fun problem one. Fun problem two, I sent a picture of it, that fuse.
Yeah.
The heater banks for what called depyrogenation. Whenever you clean like glass or something, it goes through an oven that's like 300 degrees Celsius and disintegrates any sort of possible particles that are in it just by like incinerating them. Those heater banks are some serious power. They are like ceramic resistive heaters. Each one is like a each one's like a 600 volt system, and there's 4 of them.
Didn't you send a photo of like
and
one
each
of
one
the
uses.
things popping or
I
something?
did, yeah. Yeah, so I ended up having a fuse blow on it, and that fuse is like a 700 volt 50 amp fuse, and it blew
Damn.
that motherfucker up, dude. Like, I don't know what happened. It was burning, everything was going good, it was heating up, and boom, fault codes. A machine started yelling at me, and It was like fault circuit heater. And I was like, huh, okay. Go upstairs, and I'm like, huh, there's a light on this fuse box. Pop it open, and the thing is smoking. Like, I pull it out, and it is hot. It is smoking. It is just blown up. So, I don't know what kind of surge happens to blow up a 50 amp, 700 volt fuse. But it sure as fuck did happen.
Damn.
I love it. I love machine gore like that, dude. Those things, those machines are beasts. Like the servo motors and shit that they use for like all the machine movements, they are unfathomably powerful for how quick they are and how fast they can move and how precise they can move. It's insane.
Like, as long as I'm not inside of it, I'm good.
We had a guy last night. Everything, obviously, being a medical facility, has to be like a certain grade stainless steel. Because it's the cleanest, most like rust protected antibacterial metal that you could use. Well, like I was saying with the motors, these things are scary powerful. The toolbox that we have in there, obviously, is like a custom-made one out of stainless steel. And someone put it too close to one of the rake motors. It's got like a movement. It'll move left, right, and like back and forth. And they turned on the machine, and it moved right, and it hit that stainless steel toolbox so hard that it like rolled it over on itself and like collapsed the whole box. And no overload on the motors. It was happy to keep going. And those things are scary powerful.
Damn.
I have like zero clue what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna take your word on it and say spooky.
That's why those
Honestly,
safety
this whole
circuits
time-
are so important.
You just nod your head this whole time, like, yes.
That's
totally
pretty
agree
much
Yeah.
what I've
with
been
you.
doing. Just like, yep.
That's why the safety circuits are like the most important part of that machine, because it's so easy that like if you were to get your hand in there, you wouldn't have a hand anymore.
Feel bad. I didn't understand a single word they said either. I just know that I will lose my hand.
We actually did have a guy lose a finger a couple months ago at a different building. It bypassed safeties on a machine, reached his hand in there while it was operating, lost a finger. It
The
didn't
finger?
cut the finger off. Index finger, or no, and it ripped it off. It didn't cut it off. It ripped it off. And from what I was told, because I wasn't at that building, that you could see the tendon that went all the way through his wrist hanging from the finger. Like, it ripped it all the way out.
Oh my god, I want to see.
You know, awakening some people's phantom pains just listening to this.
Yeah, well, I
so-
mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. You know, like, obviously, never bypass a safety circuit, A. If you do, that's very dumb. B, don't put your hand in a fucking machine while it's operating. He violated both of those safety concerns and lost a finger because of it.
Damn.
Very gruesome. I don't think the place I've worked has ever had an accident like that before. So it was like very shocking when we heard about it. But
It's about to happen.
I
That's
guess
what happens.
so.
You know,
Like,
safety protocol. Don't
Yeah,
ignore
I mean-
safety protocol. There's a reason why it's there. Don't be a
they
dumbass.
write rules because people have died not following them.
Don't be the dumbass of the day.
That is
Yeah.
true. What did you do, Big?
I didn't really do anything. I woke up by my sister to go basically surrender her dogs because something of her neighbors
Aw.
complaining about them. Her boyfriend, who is a close friend of mine, you know, of course, was kind of sad that we had to. But hey, stuff happens. That's kind of my thing. You know, stuff happens. But we right now, hopefully, I hope she feels okay. Then I was supposed to do a brake and rotor change for my coworker, but because of her car, I have to buy this tool or this socket to basically use right behind. It's a E20 socket that I have to go right behind her. It's the bracket for the brakes to take it off, and I went from Home Depot to Harbor Freight to AutoZone. All of them had said tool, but in a kit that was $100. I said, I'm not looking for just the kit. I'm looking just for the one tool. I'm not gonna buy a whole kit that I'm just gonna use once for $100.
Hmm.
It's good to have on deck, but that's it.
You never know. You might need it again.
That's why I just buy the socket from Amazon. That's it, just the socket.
But you buy that
Fair.
one tool, and you can never find it again until you don't looking for it.
Thank God we bought
Harbor
my dad a
Freight's
tool.
usually my go-to for like one-off shit like that.
I'm just glad we bought a toolbox for my dad. We just store. I just tore apart. Well, we put all our sockets and socket wrenches into a bucket, so I just sorted them out, and I need to go ahead and put them in said toolbox. I got to go throughout the entire garage to find his tools and our tools to put in his toolbox, so we can, instead of having to dig through buckets and get stabbed by other tools. Or this one freaking had Legos in it for some reason. I don't know why.
I
Time to build a
I
Lego house.
Probably.
I don't know how you're gonna build
That's
a
the cool
Lego house
bucket.
with sockets.
It's the cool bucket, dude. It's the Lego bucket.
The cool guy zone.
Real shit. Did
Also,
you have a Lego bucket as a kid? Was that just like
Yes.
a bucket of
Yes.
fucking Legos?
I still have it.
Bro, I had a Lego tub. I know bucket. I'm talking about like those tubs. Like,
Yeah.
I have.
just filled with Legos inside of it. And then, as a kid, it's like, fuck, where's that one piece? Just digging through it, just trying to find that one piece. And then, also Lego pieces.
Dude, yeah, Legos were fun as shit as a kid, but I was a badass kid. Like I had behavioral problems as a kid, dude. I would make like Lego swords and like hit people with them.
That was
I used
fun,
to, like,
especially with
get
the Mega
creative.
Blocks.
And, like, I used to get a little bit creative and modified, like, the Nerf gun, and I added, like, Legos to it and stuff like that. So,
How do you do
just
that?
like,
hell yeah.
it's like
How do you
Lego,
do
it's like
that?
a Lego Nerf gun, and I just, a bit, well, more like adhesive. Also, remember how I mentioned about illegal Lego pieces? Yeah, I had to use a lot of those. So, in order to make
Well,
it
the
match, but
illegal
it
ones are
worked,
the
though.
fun ones.
Yeah.
You make a
When I
lot of
say
cool shit with them.
illegal, it's mean like it's not like it could be like rounded or so, or not like he got that Lego off the black market.
Yeah,
You want this? You want this 5-pin piece?
The illegal ones are not honored in like traditional builds, but
Yeah.
you can using them for personal projects is still fine.
Yeah. There's
I don't know. I
nothing that
took
wanna do.
on my brother bought like a shit ton of Legos one time. When I had Legos as a kid, I always just built like random shit, like whatever I could think of. I was like, I'll just build out of Legos, and it looked like shit. Obviously, I was a kid, but I decided, hey, we should get absolutely fucking hammered at your house and buy actual Lego kits, but like really difficult and abstract ones. And he had a range of some. He had some simple like Minecraft ones. I think he built like a Shelby GT350. That was cool. And then I was like, oh, there's this big floral one that's like supposed to hang on your wall and looks like a bouquet. I was like, that would be fun. It wasn't fun. I was shit-faced. I didn't know how to do it. I did it, but I needed some help at the end, and it took me like 6.5 hours.
Dude, speaking of like late night things, before I worked at my first job, my friend Braden, shout out to Braden, he would actually, when he was there working at the time, late at night, he would show up at my house. I was working at Little Caesars at the time. That was the only job I had. He would come up to my house late at night, knock on my door, and of course I know it was him. He would come up to my house and say, "Let's go to Walmart," and I was like, "Okay." And he would go buy like just fucking Nerf guns just so we'd shoot them late at night for no reason. It was like the dopest shit. We used to go to IHOP late at night, to Walmart late at night. Man, dude, I miss those times, but fucking COVID had to fuck 24-hour Walmarts.
Dude, we did have it all before COVID. McDonald's dollar menu, 24-hour Walmarts. We took it for granted.
I had it worse. So, story time. Before COVID, I was actually studying abroad. I was living in Japan, and then
Oh.
COVID happened. So I was there for about 7 months, and I was about to start my second semester, and COVID happened. And at first, it was like, we thought like, okay, there's COVID in the U.S. Okay, they go take care of it. The first case, okay. First case, they go isolate it. Second case, okay. What's happening? I played enough Plague Ink to know where this is going. Fourth case, 8th case, 13th case, 127. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no, it's gonna spread.
Oh,
Come on, nip it in the bud. And then it got to the millions, and then they start closing our programs, closing borders. I had to come back from Japan to the U.S. It's like, think about it, it's like you in college. It's like you're a study abroad student. And it's like, hey, I'm in another country. How often can you say you go to another country? Or even visit another country? And then it's like, epidemic, or pandemic in this case, will happen. And it's just like, fuck, of all the times it happened, it had to happen this year.
Yeah.
Things kind of went back to the same way before.
I didn't have it as bad as being in another country at the time, but I was out of state. So like, I went back to my home state to visit family. And I was in college up in Ohio at the time. And yeah, I was visiting family in the neighboring state, which is the state I'm from. And that was when like the first few cases started popping up. And there was a few of them in that state. And you know, lo and behold, there was a few of them in that county that I was in. And they went into a full lockdown. Like, they had police on the fucking roads. Nobody could leave. Nobody could travel. Like, if you were out on the road, you were going to get pulled over and forced to quarantine. It was like, I was stuck. I had to go back to college. So, after like a week of being stuck there, and they were still having like police on the roads and shit, keeping people from traveling or keeping people from passing through and shit to try and contain it. I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was like, I gotta go back to school, man. So I got in my car at like 3 or 4 in the morning and just fucking took off and fucking made it out back into the other state. And I was like, we're going back to school.
Zeno, what's your case? What happened to you? Where were you when the first COVID shit started happening in your state?
I was in school. I had to go online. That's pretty much all.
Yeah, you had it bad.
really
You
like-
suck.
Mhm.
Bruh.
I was-
Next
Be like-
year is good.
I was like graduating college when all that shit started. I had to like finish maybe 1, maybe 2 semesters worth of classes after the pandemic started. But like most of my college was already done.
I mean, the year after it, I was gonna be a senior. That's thankfully when they allowed us to go back into school, so it wasn't that bad. But it
Oh,
was
it's even
still
worse when
pretty shitty.
it's like you gotta go into the online classes, and then you have to sit at your desk, and you're like, oh look, it's early morning, like the 8 o'clock class, and you just want to be in your pajamas. But then the teacher's like, you gotta have on your webcam, so your sleepwear that you normally sleep in, whether if you just sleep in your boxers or your undies, or there's even people who don't even wear anything when they sleep. but it's like you gotta get dressed now, and you gotta sit in your room.
The funniest part of online classes. This is another little short story. My sister Casey, she was on those online classes, and I had the day off from my job at the time, where now I still work at, thank God. But she noticed that one of the kids' profile pictures on said Zoom class was a star, a male star, and she texted me because I woke up because of my alarm. You know, I don't want to break my rhythm when I'm sleeping, even if I'm on vacation. But she texted me saying, "Hey, who's this, and this?" I'm like, "Huh?" And she sends me a photo. I said, "Hold up, I can look him up." So I spent like 20, 30 minutes still in bed just looking up this star. And then like I sent her the name, and she had like said in her class, "Oh yeah, my brother said he watches him. He's a very good actor," you know. And apparently, the rest of the kids on the Zoom call was like, "Yeah, he did my mom's plumbing, or he did this for my mom. He did this for my mom."
Was his picture fucking Johnny Sins?
It wasn't Johnny Sins. I think it was. I wish I could look. I wish I could find it, but it was her old account on Facebook. I have to like. I think they switched it once to Johnny Sins and then said that, but it was a different actor. It was actually it's the short guy who doesn't speak really English, basically like a skinnier white version of Lulu. Which, by the way, Lulu, you suck.
I'm not. I can't say I'm familiar with male porn stars, bud. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. The only one I know is Johnny Sins. But that's because he is a American hero, dude. A firefighter, an astronaut, a plumber,
Is he
a
Barbie?
teacher. Like, God bless that man, dude. He is Ken. Fucking, dude, salute out to Johnny Sins for his service.
And probably at the end of his shift, he feel like a Ken doll.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
I seen him on the Impulsive podcast. He apparently the person he's with, apparently women find it sexy that a man comes very early. I might be getting that
I'll
wrong.
ask you guys to answer this question as your podcast in the comments, if it's a comment section. Do you like a man to come early, or do you want him to last longer?
Oh, this is gonna be
That's how
fucking
it debates.
age restricted. But
I
first
don't know if you
episode,
I don't know if you ever heard it, but like it's like an evolutionary benefit to come early, right? Because you never know if there's gonna be like a fucking panther in the trees ready to pounce on you while you're getting it. You don't want to be there for an hour. You want to be there for like 2 minutes.
In our defense, you the one that brought up the topic.
I did.
You did. The Biggy Party.
The Biggie Party. Ain't no party like a Biggie
Go get a
Party.
Biggie bag.
We welcome to a Biggie Party. There was dick and balls everywhere, son.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is an evolutionary benefit, though, dude. Like, your ancestors made you as a result of them nutting quick, right? Because they got their nut off before they got fucking mauled to death by a panther.
We went from talking about asbestos to big dicks.
Not big dicks, dude. Just Biggie talking about dicks.
It's a Biggie party.
It's a Biggie Party.
The Biggie Party.
It's not gonna be Biggie Smalls. Not gonna be Biggie Smalls. It's gonna be the Biggie Party.
This is the
That's
Biggie
it.
Party.
I mean,
Yeah, you guys.
Biggie,
you guys remember?
Biggie said some
you guys did the-
weird shit, dude.
You guys did drink the drink I gave you guys at the entrance, right?
He didn't say anything about a drink. What, you trying to root for me?
Drink?
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
you see that? They trying to root for me.
if you
As
didn't
soon as
know,
I came
Zeno,
in, there was something sus.
if you didn't know, Zeno, to get in the Diddy party, you had to drink the drink they gave you. Otherwise, you were kicked out. That's what I heard. It's kind of like if you were invited and you go in, you're given a drink, and of course it's laced with something. So like if you don't drink it, they kick you out.
Okay.
Damn, you just gave more evidence to people who like keep saying that they gonna go to the Diddy party, and now
I'm gonna
they're gonna root for you
pregame the
now.
Diddy Party with the fucking honey packs, bro.
The fuck are honey packs?
You don't know about the honey packs?
Oh, do I seem like I
They
know about
sell.
the honey
It's
pack?
called like Royal Honey or something. They're like little honey packets, right? Like let's say you go to Chick-fil-A, you get a little biscuit, you get a little pack of honey, right? Well,
Okay.
these honey packs, they're called Royal Honey. They have
I can't remember the active ingredient's name. It starts with a C, but it's the same active ingredient as what's in Viagra. So a lot of people have
I need the
coined the
link-
term
I need a link
horny
to this.
honey. You eat the honey packs, and it makes your dick hard and makes you horny.
Where is it? I must.
I need
text
this
it now.
link.
See if
You
it's
can
true.
you can look at it. You can look it up online. I think it's called like Royal Honey or something.
Hmm. Why?
Jesus
What?
Christ.
I mean, you know, you pregame
Speak-
the Diddy party. You eat like 6 packs of that fucking honey, dude. And
Speaking of Jesus Christ, we need to get him one day on the podcast.
Oh my
dude, yeah,
God.
we do need Jesus on the podcast.
Is it ain't really Jesus or it's a Jesus or something like that? Because...
But he dresses up at conventions as Jesus. And
that guy! I actually took a picture with him.
yeah.
Really?
He's in the
I think
Telegram and the
Yeah,
Discord.
he's in the
picture-
Discord.
I took a picture with him at AFC.
Yeah, he's in the Discord.
See? Took
We
a
changed
picture
his
with him
name in the Discord to Jesus.
I took a picture with him at AFC, and also Ethan Nestor was also at AFC as well. For those who don't know, he also
Ethan Nestor?
like Unis Honest, Memento Mori,
That's
Crank Amy.
yeah.
Yeah, he was at AFC this year. So took a
He
picture with
went
him.
to the Biggy Party.
I pissed off my friend because they're mad.
That's if
I
I
met
go
them
to,
before
if,
they did.
if I go to a convention, I'm definitely gonna have to name it the Biggie Party. I'm definitely gonna
Oh,
get
Jesus
kicked out.
Christ. You know,
I'm getting kicked out.
Name the room party the Biggie Party.
they tried to kick you out. I was like, but I brought a biggie bag, you know, from Wendy's, you know.
Yeah, dude, everyone's got a Wendy's Biggie bag, bro. The faux for faux.
Has
I'd
anyone
join,
tried
like,
that
even
new
fucking
SpongeBob patty from there yet?
The,
Oh, the
the
Krabby
Krabby
Patty? I
Patty
have
meal?
not.
Yeah.
Nah.
I might go pick one up after this.
I think the meal is like 17 or 18 bucks or something.
Fuck
the sandwich
that.
itself is just 12.
Fuck that.
I was
Never
like,
mind.
hell no.
There's
Unless I
no
use,
way
like,
it's that expensive, bro.
Nah, never mind.
Were
I'll
you
get
looking
some-
on fucking Uber Eats or what?
No, I was looking on the app. Look,
There's no way.
our first case, Brokeback Mountain. So
No,
why are you tracking?
fucking every. No,
Oh,
it's,
there you go again.
it's not that. It's Steam VR's menu. When I open it up to like pull out the keyboard, every time I pull out the keyboard, it fucking pulls my tail out.
He's just
Oh,
getting
I
ready
was
for
on
the,
the
he's
one-
just
I
getting
better
ready for the
actually
Biggie
play.
Party.
Yeah, I just
I
thought,
can't
yeah.
open my keyboard to search up the price of this fucking Krabby Patty meal, dude.
You want me to look it up?
Actually, here.
My phone's right next to me.
I got my phone right next to me too, and I'm in California.
No,
so
I'm just
it's
gonna
like, that's crazy.
sacrifice my figure for this.
Oh,
Take a picture of this. This is gonna be this is gonna be the tag, the thumbnail.
Hold
Ready for the
on.
Biggie Party.
Ravens for the
It's
ready.
gonna be the thumbnail right there.
Hey, I'm a quarter of the size of all three of you, dude. You can't fuck that little ass dog.
That's rape. That's rape.
That's rape. You can't be fucking that little ass dog.
Oh, we gotta censor
That
that
was
shit. I know
one
that.
video.
YouTube ain't gonna like that. What happened to freedom of speech?
So Krabby Patty.
Oh, they'll like the Biggie Party though.
Oh yeah, they'll love the Biggie Party.
Yeah, they love that, but not when yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fucking say that word. I understand why.
I don't know, man. In my area, the Krabby Patty meal is like $10.89.
The meal or just a sandwich?
The meal.
I'm actually looking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pulling up the app right now just to like confirm.
the fucking not getting Wendy's though. Okay, so the Krabby Patty meal in my area is $9.79 for the meal.
Mine after tax. Are we doing after tax?
I'm just putting what the menu price is.
Oh, for the minimum price for me, it is $9.59 for my area.
Yeah, it's $9.79 for my area.
Damn, we got it good here.
Yeah.
I'm not looking it up. I don't care.
Zeno does not give a fuck about the Krabby Patty meal.
No.
No, what do you care to eat?
I mean, what is it really
what
that
is-
makes
yeah.
it a Krabby Patty meal?
Is the burger different or what?
I think it's just a sauce.
If I don't
Okay.
get
They put
SpongeBob
the
cum
Krabby
on my
Patty
patty,
secret
I don't
formula
want it.
on that?
If I don't get SpongeBob cum on that patty, I don't want it.
I'm not gonna agree with that one. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Here's another debate.
Fucked in the head.
Who's your favorite SpongeBob character, and also most hated character as a kid
Ooh.
and as an adult now?
Ooh.
I liked earlier Patrick, but new Patrick I hate. He was funny at first, then now he's more of an asshole.
There be times Patrick be pissing me off.
No, it's crazy. They gave him his own show, and now he's got his own game. If I do
Has
believe.
his own show? When the fuck
Yes,
would that
he's
thing?
got his
Yeah,
own show.
he does have his own show.
They have disrespected Steven Hillenburg's wish of creating spin-offs. But as soon as you sell like something to a company, they can do what the fuck they want. Even after
That's
you're
why
dead.
they blame Dirty Dan.
Look, okay. I think as a kid, I think one of my favorite characters was probably Larry the Lobster. He was cool as fuck, dude. Shaka bra, you know what I'm saying? But I think as an adult, my favorite character is Plankton.
We all grew up to be Plankton because now we're dating everyone over online. Right behind the screen.
Dude, he was ahead of the time dating that PC, dude.
I'm trying to think, who was my favorite character? I know Patrick was like, he's on and off, but no, he just kept pissing me off. Although now everybody used to hate Squidward, but then as they get to adult life, it's like,
Oh,
I don't
I'm
understand
Squidward.
why.
It's the one episode. I'm Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward.
He's
We're all
Squidward.
Squidward.
We're all Squidward.
We'd be like Squidly. Damn.
Man,
I
number one,
would say maybe one of my favorite characters, Sandy. Maybe.
Sandy?
because them cheeks
Sandy was
ain't
down
it.
to earth though.
I'm just kidding.
Please don't play that song. Please don't edit the Sandy Cheeks song into the video, please. The podcast.
You heard that, future me.
I think the coolest scene with Sandy was that one where they were like disrespecting Texas. That shit was funny as fuck.
Dude, that was a
Oh,
good ass
That
episode.
episode when you fuck around
Yeah.
and find out.
Yeah, when Patrick got lassoed and then fucking exploded. That yeah,
I-
as a kid, that shit was hilarious.
I can say
I think it was
Texas
the
and all
episode
that.
when it was when Sandy was trying to go back to Texas, and then they was trying to stop her or so.
Yep.
What is-
I
Also, really fucking enjoyed that episode with the sandworm, and they were like the Alaskan bullworm, dude. And they were trying to, why don't we take the city and move it over there?
Whoosh! And the whole fucking episode, they
Whoosh.
pushing the city, and they just get crushed. Damn.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Zeno, who's
alert.
your favorite characters, bro?
I don't know. As a kid, I guess Patrick was alright, but growing up, Plankton, I like him more.
Dude, I'm telling you, Plankton. He's a real one.
He could have won if he didn't fuck around. He had to rub it in. It's like one of those
Well, he
villains,
had-
like,
He had so many opportunities where he did win, and he didn't enjoy it because it's the rivalry that he enjoyed, which I respect that.
yeah, because you talk about the lost episodes.
Yeah. Or the one where it's like him and Mr. Krabs like all sad on a phone call, like Plankton just getting out of the shower, and he's like, "Yo."
I love that one.
Or
That
the
was a
one
good
That was a
where
good one.
Patrick, or not Patrick, Krabs and Plankton switch each other, and he looks at him like, "Oh dear
Yeah,
God,
dude.
he's naked."
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna be
That
you
was
later
such-
in the Biggy
Uh,
Party.
Dude, that was such a fucking cursed zoom in. Like, you know, like SpongeBob's got that bad habit of like making randomly high detailed shots of like grotesque fucking angles. And like that one, dude, the cell shading on crabs and shit and the shiny fucking shell. That was
I'm
like
gonna boil him. Looks so young.
Yeah.
Let's have a crab boil.
You know, they're
But
still.
what
Like,
was
so
You know, they were trying to find the uncensored version of Sailor Mouth, where Patrick and SpongeBob cursed. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
There's an
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's real footage or real audio of Patrick and SpongeBob both actually cussing because it was hard not to do it. So they actually cussed with their voices.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they like some of those audio clips got dug up.
Yeah, they
yeah.
did.
I still want to. I want to hear the one when SpongeBob was cussing out Mr. Krabs for the date because he didn't want to spend money, but he didn't want to spend money on Mrs. Puff. I see that one.
That fucking
Yeah,
the
pretty
one
much
with
like that.
like
Yeah.
fucking one with Mrs. Puff and just like she's writing it down. Play that
Oh, yeah.
clip.
He's like,
Yeah.
huh? What does this mean? Oh, it's like shit.
Play that clip so I
I know
don't look
everyone
insane.
fucked with SpongeBob. I know everyone fucked with SpongeBob, but what was your favorite cartoon overall?
Oh,
Like as a kid, what was the cartoon?
that's hard.
Mm. I was shit. Okay, that was hard. Okay, let's go by networks. Network.
Well,
So if
I-
it was,
I'm gonna just
well,
throw
let me-
my over.
Let me ask you a question, Vane. What time do you need to get off? Because it is currently 5:17.
no, I'm
your
fine.
time.
I'm fine still. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine still. I'm fine.
just
I
making sure.
okay. I'll throw mine overall. Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
was one of the biggest bangers ever made.
Mm.
Okay, I respect that. I'm gonna toss in mines, but it's gonna get two to it. I'm gonna toss in two. Teen Titans and Kids Next Door.
Okay, solid. Both
Put my
were
headset up
good.
here. Grab my water.
We don't talk
Zeno,
about
what were
Teen
you
Titans
rocking
Go.
with, dog?
I don't really know. Like the best I can think on the top of my head was I enjoyed Adventure Time. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, Adventure Time was
Adventure
a
Time's
good.
good. Adventure Time's good. If I had to give a runner-up, like a very, very close second place for me, it was like the original Ben 10, Ben 10 Alien Force, and Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. That trio in the series, that was so good.
The Ben 10.
A series that
you want to go?
a series that I kind of missed. I think they kind of canceled. Was actually it was kind of good. It had potential. Was Generator X or Mega XLR?
Yeah, they had
Yes.
that one collab with like Ben 10 and Generator X, didn't they?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they did. Because he like upgraded Generator X or something. I remember that as a kid.
Yeah, when he was the green tech thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
upgrade.
When
Upgrade.
shows actually did collabs with one another.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at you, Disney. Oh, Disney.
What shows did
I
old
It was like
Disney
watch
do?
Disney a whole lot.
Remember Lilo and Stitch?
I know they-
Collab with the
I know
Proud
they-
Family.
You
Kim
know,
Possible.
you're gonna hate me. I didn't really watch old Disney.
But zoom in on their face. Look at this face. This is face right here. No, look at the camera. Say
Hold
into
on,
their face.
Yeah, go ahead and admit your sins to the fucking audience.
I have to
Confess your sins. Wait, even better. Confess to Jesus. Confess to Jesus.
You
I
can
have
just
to-
zoom it in post, big.
I could, yeah.
Superimpose that phase of yours. Shame. Had a collab between,
shame the fucking sinner.
like Lilo and Stitch. They had a collab between American Dragon Jake Long, Kim Possible,
Yeah.
the Proud Family. Disney used to do a lot of collabs, like That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. It's like when it actually had good writing and such, but now it's just calm to hell.
Hey, don't you disrespect Bluey. That's their only thing
Bluey's
they
a
have right now.
banger.
That's their only cash cow right now. That is their SpongeBob ass right now.
Yeah, and they milking the
Bluey-
shit out of it right now.
Bluey's the shit.
Bluey is a banger. I've watched it with my niece, and honestly, most kids' cartoons not very entertaining for an adult sitting there watching it with the kid. Bluey was like one of those few where I was like, "Oh, this is like actually good for a kid's cartoon. Like I could sit and watch this."
Well,
This
because
is
the sh-
fine.
I think the only two shows.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think the only two shows I'll probably watch with my nephew and my niece was Puppy Dog Pals. Because they be going on adventures and stuff like that. And also, I think it was either the PJ Maxx or I guess there was this. Oh, I forgot what show it's called. I'll remember it later. I just mentioned it in the podcast later randomly. Watch.
But Bluey actually has so much. I think this show has done so much research. I can't speak to figure out the child's mind. I think the creator actually has like read and studied children in a good way, by the way, Hollywood. In a good way where he could like it really gets into the child's head, and for some reason it's gone to the adult's head, which brings back, like, I wouldn't say trauma, but you feel the show, you feel the pain, and that's what I think about it. It's the show, to me, catches me, and it's a very good show. It's a funny, good show to watch. It's a short show to watch as well.
Speaking of Hollywood,
Dig it.
shout out Epstein.
Come on,
I've been
I just thought of another show or series that might cause controversy. So all you millennials or zennials, or I guess Gen Zs, millennials to kind of go whatever.
I don't know.
So tell me, what was your favorite Power Rangers series and why?
Oh,
I
you're
didn't
gonna
like
hate me
any
again.
of them. I thought the Power Rangers were stupid as a kid.
Zeno, did you watch Power Rangers?
I don't know. I just did.
Sometimes I had a movie for it. It was like how they started out as.
Damn it! I was hoping you would be with me too. Also, who's never watched it. I'd never watched Power Rangers.
We got
Again,
uncultured people.
shame.
This one knows of it though, at least.
Yeah, I've watched
He
it
knows
as a kid.
everything.
Yeah,
He knows everything. This dude knows everything.
Well, one of my best friends growing up was like he loved Power Rangers, and he'd have me watch Power Rangers with him, and I don't know. As a kid, you don't have a rationale on why you like or don't like something, and I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I think my favorite was like, I mean, there was all good points in Power Rangers. Like they had their own perks and such. I think one was special in my heart was just the Green Ranger, rest in peace, Jason, which is beating the ass of all the other Rangers and whoop their ass out the Megazord.
Right.
Now one scene just beat all their asses, getting the Megazord. Nah, I'm jumping in there and whooping all your asses out this Megazord. He was throwing them hands. He's running them pockets.
Dude, as a kid, I don't know. I like the shows I liked. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I was obviously Ed, Edd and Eddy was one of my favorite cartoons and shit.
That was a
but
good
like,
show.
Courage the Cowardly
at the
Dog.
same,
Courage, Cowardly Dog.
Courage was a trip as a kid, dude. Courage was a trip as a kid. But like, dude, I was watching like a shit ton of like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit as a kid.
Dude,
Never really got into
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon though.
Episode Yu-Gi-Oh when it's like they point at Kaiba Like, hey, you better stop and get out that console. Or we're gonna finish you or something. But in the Japanese version, it's like they actually have a gun. Thank you for kids. Thank you for making pointing at people more dangerous. Like, let's go do something.
Yeah,
They
dude,
didn't-
he's
they-
about to
Watch that show.
fucking duel.
Shame. I know, shame. I'm sorry. Shame.
Go watch that show. Go watch that show.
Shame.
You've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh?
I've never watched.
Oh.
Okay, say a bunch of shows, and I can tell you I've never watched them. They're the
Okay.
basics. Like, I've mostly watched like Cartoon Network, some of Cartoon Network, but not everything Cartoon Network.
I mean, you knew what Wow Wow Wubsy was.
Oh yeah.
Hey, commenters, if you got this far into the podcast, just type in shame and also what's your favorite segment talk about. Just shame.
Probably the one where we're talking about dick and balls.
For fuck's sake. Oh, you got fucking bring that back up.
You know what's funny,
More
Raven?
editing. Got that.
You know what's funny?
Leave it in.
You know what's funny? So you know how you say you cosplay as a furry?
Right, because I'm not. Look, I'm not. Fucking take the hood off, and I'm just not a furry.
Bald,
I want to
bald,
fucking slap your head
bald,
so
bald,
much.
Don't fucking.
Bald, bald,
I'll be like that.
Bald, bald,
Bald.
Fuck this SpongeBob episode.
No. I look like
Meanwhile,
that
I'm
edit of
bald.
like Vegeta without his hair.
I
Oh
forget-
god, that hairline
I forget
is
what I was
non-existent
saying.
now.
What was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna say as a joke is that I'm just cosplaying as a Mexican, and I'm doing terrible at it.
Right, you're
Yes,
worse
you
at being a Mexican than I am. And I'm not even Mexican. And Lulu agrees I'm more Mexican than you. I told you, Lulu's Mexican. You're like LA Mexican.
Can you define the term of LA Mexican for me, please?
All right, so when I think of like gentrified culture, immediately I think of LA because LA is just where culture goes to die, right? It gets gentrified. So fucking when I think LA Mexican, I think, oh, you're like a white person's idea of a Mexican. Like you're eating the tacos with the ground beef, the shredded cheese, the sour cream, the lettuce, the tomatoes on a hard shell. While Lulu, on the other hand, is chowing down with me, eating cabeza with fucking onion, cilantro, on like a mesa soft shell.
Nah, I was eating.
What's your favorite meal on the taco?
Amen. Mine's cabeza.
Chadpita? Chiripas.
Taco,
Say it. Say it.
tacos de pitos.
Ay, Dios mío.
Hey, you want some tacos de pito, Holmes?
What about you, Zeno? What do you like on your taco?
I'm white, so
We gotta get.
I described Zeno's taco already, dude. Ground beef with the shredded cheese and the tomatoes and the lettuce and the sour cream.
No. I am not that fucked up. All right.
He said my favorite Mexican restaurant's Taco Bell.
on a tortilla.
Don't really want to eat. Don't really want to eat this meat, but I don't know. It's just this taco truck that kind of makes it good. It's like tripas or lingua.
Yeah, that's the one I eat.
It's also that.
Langua's good. Lengua is
Lengua
fantastic.
and tripas is very good. I love both of those.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. For me, tripe, the texture fucks with me.
I feel like we're
Plus, it's
butchering the
like,
names.
Gonna get
I mean,
all the
tripe is
hate
tripe.
now.
That's
I
all
would
I've
get
ever
so
heard
much-
it as. I don't know.
So we're gonna get so much hate, and then they just gonna send us some plates, and then we gonna have to eat it, and they're gonna make us pronounce it properly.
I mean, I'm fine with that, dude. When all the
Send me-
restaurants
send me some
around me,
tacos.
so like now, okay, I grew up in the Northeast, right? But I moved down south, and it's been the greatest decision ever. Because don't fucking air quote it, Mister Goddamn
I saw that too. I was like,
middle of
damn.
nowhere state,
Yeah, south.
dude.
South where?
Just because we're not fucking sheep in my state doesn't mean I'm not southern. I don't want to hear it.
Hijo Alabama.
Nah, I'm here. I'm
No,
here
that's
in
cousins.
bumfuck.
That's not sheep.
I'm bumfuck Oklahoma. I can admit that. Bumfuck Oklahoma.
Exactly. Fucking sheep in the cornfield. That's all he's got.
Doesn't even have cornfield. He's a bunch of desert over there.
No, it's
All right,
not. We have
listen,
No,
fields.
California is desert.
Dog.
Yeah,
California's desert, Nevada's desert, Arizona, New Mexico.
I miss California's deserts. They were nice.
Except for Death Valley.
No, I moved to North Carolina. It's a southern state. I don't want to fucking hear shit about it.
How you doing?
It
I
is.
heard that you guys got that, the hurricane.
Oh, that shit fucked me up, dude. I had a tree fall on my goddamn shed and smash my shed in.
Bro, just imagine you had explosives in that shed. Like you had oh look, you was making fireworks and all that, or you like projects and such, and it's like bam, oh no, tree hit your shed. Oh look, the explosion, and then just go flying
Dude.
off. Like damn.
Dude, shut the fuck up. You're gonna get the goddamn ATF at my fucking address.
I
Don't
didn't
tell them
say
what I'm
you
up
had
to,
it.
dude. I
Nice.
don't have 23 pounds of tannerite in my shed.
Fuck the ATF.
No, we did have that hurricane. It was brutal. They were telling us to expect just a tropical storm by the time it got up to North Carolina. It was like, I think it, by the time it hit my area, it broke out of a hurricane and was like a tropical storm, but it was still like a Category 4 or a Category 5 tropical storm. It was bad, dude. It was bad. I was trapped. Every major highway leaving was shut down because they all got washed out. Whole cities around me were gone. Like, what is it? Table Rock? Table Rock's gone. It's like a historic city. It got washed out. There's like no buildings left. The town just over from me, their substation was underwater up until like 3 days ago, and that storm rolled through like almost 2 weeks ago. They didn't have power still.
Damn.
It was bad, dude. I was fine though. My house was fine. I lost a window and a tree fell in my shed, but like other than that, chilling.
So this brings up probably a big topic among everybody, but probably not talked about a lot. Do you think with all the hurricanes and the weather changes that normally doesn't happen in certain areas, like California got hit by a hurricane like maybe a few months back, and I'm like, we weren't even supposed to experience that at all. But then it's like,
Yeah.
do you think that has to do with global warming and us not taking it seriously?
Yeah. He's right.
You want me
now,
to take it seriously, or you want me to just fuck around?
Both. Because global warming kind of sucks, and also it's like, hey, I feel sorry for people in Colorado. I heard you guys got, mosquito season increased over there, and now you're getting, the West Nile disease.
Yeah.
First
Well-
cases in a while.
I know the trend is showing that we should be already warming up anyway. Earth goes through
you're-
those trends of global temperature change, right? We
Yeah.
already were on that increased trend, but I agree. Dumping a shit ton of fucking greenhouse gas into the atmosphere has definitely accelerated that faster than it should have gone. And it's probably going to make it worse than what it would have been at the peak of that global change.
Need something that recycles those global gases, maybe, the greenhouse gases. Like an invention that just uses it as a power source or something.
Yeah, I
Yes,
just
use
suck 'em
your
up with
big
a
brain
straw,
like Jimmy
dude.
Neutron. Use your Jimmy Neutron brain in order to invent something like that.
I just suck 'em up
move
with a
to
straw.
nuclear power.
Nuclear
Bruh.
power, I do agree. Nuclear power, countries banning nuclear power is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in the
It's
21st
so
century.
Noble.
Good. It's only the
It's
people
Okay,
because they want to
okay.
use it for
Example,
war.
example. No, example. No, but you don't have to. You can move to thorium reactors. China's already doing this now, and they're the only country that's doing it, which is sad. But thorium reactors do not produce any sort of nuclear waste that can be turned into a bomb. Thorium itself is non-fissile without a reactant. So usually
Science.
what they do is they'll add plutonium into the liquid thorium, and that's the catalyst that makes the thorium react and generate heat. Where uranium, obviously, spent uranium can be turned into a bomb, blah, blah, blah. It's hard to do. A lot of people think it's so easy. You just grab a chunk of uranium and then you have a bomb. It's not. You have to re-refine it, and that's a hard process.
But dumbasses who think
but-
uranium is kryptonite.
Thorium, on the other hand, cannot be turned into a bomb. The worst thing is that little chunk of plutonium that they're using as a catalyst, but it's a tiny chunk of plutonium that's used for a whole lot of thorium.
Secrets.
Well, it's not even secrets. These are concepts that have been proven that like we could convert uranium reactors into thorium reactors and just retrofit what we have. But no, what I was saying about the dumbest thing ever. Okay, Germany. Germany in Europe is usually remarked as like the pinnacle of fucking technology of Europe, right? German engineering. They're dumb. They've banned nuclear power completely. And guess what? For the first time in forever, Germany is now in a power deficit. They're no longer in a power surplus. Guess who they buy their power from? France. Guess who's in a power surplus? France. Guess who also gets a majority of their power through nuclear power? France.
The Italians.
Close. Italians are at least cool. French people, never mind. So
With so much shit you're saying, I'm
Bruh,
surprised.
that's
I'm
magic.
gonna be surprised if you hear in the next episode. Surprised if you're not sniped in between fucking this and the next episode.
Next episode,
No,
the next special guest is probably going to be a German engineer or something like that.
it is
Or
a shame.
Odysseus.
It is a shame. A lot of people in Germany are ended up paying way more for power than what they used to, and in the end, they're still getting their power from nuclear, but now they're buying it from France at an increased price rather than just producing it themselves, which they used to do. Nuclear is the future, at least the foreseeable future.
But then you have
Chernobyl was a
people-
fluke.
Chernobyl.
Fukushima
and
could have
Rhode
been
Island
worse than what
or
it was.
or-
Fukushima was a natural disaster on top of a natural disaster, an earthquake on top of a tsunami that created a whole bunch of failures. And still, in the end, Fukushima didn't have a total meltdown like Chernobyl did. Fukushima shut down. It's contaminated, but it's contained. Chernobyl was a product of USSR cutting corner engineering, trying to make nuclear power plants that shouldn't have been functional and needed major overhauls still function. That's why Chernobyl failed. And it just gives nuclear power a bad rap. Nuclear power is one of our safest options. It's just a big steam generator. It makes heat. Heat boil water. Water makes steam. Steam turn turbine. Turbine make electricity. That's all a nuclear power plant is.
Yeah.
Factorio.
I mean, yeah, Factorio. I could rant for nuclear, dude. Do not get me started on it. That was
Well,
my
I'm about to say-
minor.
I was
Was
about to say it's been an
nuclear
hour and-
engineering.
We're now at the hour and 20 mark. Do we still want to continue? Unless, you gotta
Dude,
go.
I'll
Vane.
bullshit.
Probably the
I'm
segment
always
where I
down to
actually have
bullshit,
go.
dude.
I'll probably be in a future podcast. But this is where I'll take my leave. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
It was good having you, Vane. Zeno, get your ass over
And
there.
he has departed. He's departed from the Biggy Party, dude.
Hey yo, I found the juice for the Biggy Party.
Yo!
Yo, hold up. Hold up.
Camera can't see it right now, but he's like butt naked, booty out, oiled up, sipping on the Diddy juice. The Biggie juice, my fault. The Biggie juice.
No, what was that?
I finished.
No, I
I was
could.
pretty good.
I could rant about random fucking like the topics that I rant about, dude. Shit that I'm passionate about. Anything involving space, I could rant about like orbital mechanics and yap all fucking day about it. nuclear energy, nuclear engineering. I could yap all fucking day about it.
Fucking yappity yap
The
yap yap.
closest I can the closest I can relate to you, Raven, is back in 10th grade for English. Teacher, she was a giant freak of keeping the environment safe. She was actually cool about it as well, and not know like I'm gonna force you to do it. It's like, here's this. Think of what you can do. Blah blah blah. We all made for a project. We all made a website. I did mine about nuclear energy because I find it pretty snazzy. It's cool. It's nice, and if done right by good people, not the process of how it is, but it's the reason why things go bad. Like again with Chernobyl and accidentally Fukushima was just weather and nature, but it's the people's fault that why it fucking horrible, not just it's nuclear. That's what happened in World War II with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. No, that's completely different in a sense. Sure, same concept of energy, boom, but this energy is self-contained. Good.
It's a controlled versus an uncontrolled reaction.
Yes. I don't know. We can talk about what we did as kids.
As kids.
Well,
Dude,
should
I
we
was
say
a badass kid,
we gotta
dude. Like,
fucking save that more for another episode. I don't know how long. How long are we doing said episode?
We can stop right now. I'm fine. We have fucking more content for the future. What we did
We
as
are gonna.
kids.
I am gonna have to edit this video or have someone else edit the video. I'm gonna see if Z could edit it for us. But
Right.
if not, I will edit it myself. Maybe shit at editing, but hey, it gives me a skill to pick up.
You got a week deadline till the next fucking podcast.
I know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the first episode. Hopefully. I don't know.
I didn't.
You didn't.
You were
Go up there, drink the Biggy juice.
Dog.
Go get your Biggy juice.
Dude, I don't want your fucking Biggie juice, dude. You're gonna goddamn touch my feet or something.
I mean, you're propping it up too.
I'm not Luis. Hold up. I'm not Luis.
Yeah, wrong guest, wrong Mexican.
But yeah. Let's go ahead and cut it.